This was around Gore years ago. I was working part-time as a clerk at a video game store while a student. That day it was just me, the manager, and one other part-timer in the store. It was a holiday, but we didn't have many customers come in. While I was taking care of some chores around the store, a middle-aged guy with a bowl cut came in. "Welcome." Before the manager could finish greeting him, the man approached the counter. Excuse me. Manager, yes, how can I help you? Man, would you like to buy some melons? Us, oh? He explained he was a wholesaler who'd come from up north, asking if we'd like to buy his melons at a discount. At first the manager politely declined, but eventually the man said, "Then at least try a sample. If they are delicious, buy them. If not, then don't." Well, if it's just a sample. Seeing the manager relent, the man said wait here and he'd go get a melon. I had no idea what was going on, just staring blankly. Honestly, I don't even like melons, so I didn't really care. But something about the man did seem off to me. A few minutes later he returned, carrying a box of melons, a cutting board, and a large knife. Even the manager looked uneasy seeing the blade. I broke into a cold sweat too as the other clerk. Ignoring us, the man took a melon from the box and started slicing it right there with clumsy hands. His handling seemed odd, but I could see the knife's cutting edge was sharp and sure. Watching it, I got a bad feeling. "Go on, try it." The manager and clerk reluctantly took a bite of the pre-cut melon. Despite disliking it, I awkwardly did the same to avoid making a scene. I don't like melon, but even I could tell this wasn't a good one. It tingled uncomfortably in my mouth instantly. Seeing the others equally unimpressed, we declined to buy any. "I thought you'd buy them if you liked how they tasted." The man still gripped the knife. His eyes had a frightening glint. "Manager, well, they just weren't to our taste. Man, I'll sell them for 3,000 each. Just same from each of you." "Manager, I told you, we didn't care for the taste." The manager looked extremely troubled. In contrast, the knife-wielding man grew increasingly agitated, his face red. The other clerk and I squirmed in fear. We could easily imagine him flipping out violently. But surprisingly, the man just said, "Fine," and seemed ready to leave peacefully, to our relief. However, he then made a strange request. "I'm going now. But could one of you carry the melon box outside for me? He'd carried it here himself earlier though, and could just take it back himself, right?" We all thought that. None of us moved. The man also didn't budge until we did. Just then a little kid came into the shop as a customer. Worried things could get ugly, I said, "Manager, I'll take it out. Best get this guy on his way quickly." Seeing me lift the box and head out, the man followed behind. Concerned, the manager accompanied us. Parked in front was a plain white van I'd seen around. Seemingly the man's wholesaler vehicle. Load it in the car. When he opened the hatchback, instead of melons piled inside, it was empty, and another sketchy-looking guy was there. I avoided eye contact, placing the box inside, then hurried away from the van. I heard the hatch slam shut behind me. Right before, I definitely heard the guy in the van make a touch sound with his tongue. The two men promptly got in the van, took off at high speed, and disappeared into the city.